We use the word love very broadly. I love green tea, travel, and my partner. Everyone understands that the love of green tea and the love of a partner are different. In the first case, it is love for a thing, an object that can easily be replaced with exactly the same. We do not need his reciprocity. We are not interested in his opinion at all. Love for a partner is love for another, love for a subject, for a person. We love in our partner his character traits and emotions, his decisions and emotions, everything that makes him so special. We respect and value his freedom. We respect and value his freedom. We ask about his wishes before doing something together, and we die as we want him to love us in return. But we understand that we cannot force him, and we do not need his forced love. He is a subject, he is another, and he, just like us, has his own feelings, desires, and actions. This is the whole thrill of mutual love. We love each other without coercion. We respect and appreciate each other's freedom. We are able to love in different ways. We are able to love different things. It is not set in us what is possible, what is impossible to love, and how. Therefore, falling in love with a robot is not a perverted fantasy, but another manifestation of love, especially if the artificial intelligence passes the Turing test and behaves like a human. We are able to see in him the same subject as in other people, and fall in love with him in the same way as with other people. But is there really no difference between how we love people and how we will love robots? In the philosophy of love, there are two general views on how we love. We fall in love with someone who complements us, next to whom we become whole and as if we find ourselves. This theory of love was described by Plato in the myth of the divided halves. In ancient times, the earth was inhabited by androgynes who angered the gods, and they, in revenge, divided all people in half. Since then, we have been wandering around this world in search of our soulmate, and when we find one, we fall in love for life. This view of love has become so popular that when we confess our love to each other, we often say that we are made for each other. We like to connect with loved ones and even lose a part of ourselves in another. We like to transform from I to we. It can be programmed the way we like, endow it with the qualities that we want to see in a partner. The robot will behave like a prince from our fantasies. It will literally be created for us and for us, which means it will be easier to form this new harmonious we with it. But there is something disturbing about this view of the love of robots. The modern philosopher of artificial intelligence, Sven Nicholm, explains that the idea of a second half is valuable for us precisely because it is so difficult to meet this ideal partner. And when we finally find such love, we feel happy and successful. We cherish it because we understand how hard it was to find such a person. With the robot, most likely, it will not be so. Although programming is a complex process, it is easy to imagine how in the future it will be automated so that anyone can buy and configure their ideal partner right in the store. We will no longer search and wait. Our robot partner will adjust in the same way that Siri and Alexa are adapting to us now as we use them often. Such love is dangerous because we can become addicted and dissolve so much into we that we forget about our identity. That is why in the philosophy of love there is another view of what true love is, another view of what true love is. We love our partner the way he is, and we want to be loved the same way. Lovers respect each other's unique personalities and choose to take care and be with each other no matter what. Such love is like a pleasant commitment. I promise to love you the way you are with all the advantages and disadvantages, and therefore I will never exchange you for the best option. It simply does not exist in such love. This view of love differs from the idea of a second half. No one is perfect. We fall in love with a person and do not want to become a single we. On the contrary, we value each other's individuality and want to make each other happy. As the philosopher Sven Nicholm notes, it is the fragility of this feeling, the fact that the partner himself consciously chose to be with us, that makes his love so valuable. Trust and vulnerability are the basis of love, and love for robots is devoid of them. Another modern philosopher, specializing in robots, John Danaher, objects to this. The question of free will is still not completely solved for humans. Perhaps we love our partners not because we chose it, but because we are biologically programmed to love. We don't fall in love just like that. Hormones control us. Certain chemical reactions occur in the brain. Therefore, we should not exclude robots from lovers just because they are programmed to love artificially. Now that virtual love is a common phenomenon, they doubt whether we are capable of loving robots. Or maybe all we need is a new concept of love that describes how it feels to have feelings for robots. We learn to program feelings. Our technologies are capable of solving complex mathematical problems and processing information tens of thousands of times faster than human intelligence. But they are incapable of being happy and angry, sad and in love. They're still not good at recognizing human emotions. The famous American philosopher of the theory of consciousness, John Searle, started this discussion. With his article, he proved that a computer will never be capable of emotions. It will never have such a consciousness as we have. He suggested a thought experiment. Imagine a closed room in which John Searle is sitting and does not know Chinese. Not a single word. But in the room where he is sitting, there are many books in which there are exact instructions on how to write words, how to build sentences, etc. Outside the room, there is a Chinese man who writes questions on paper in Chinese. Searle gets these papers, but he doesn't understand a word. But since he has detailed instructions, he answers questions without even realizing that he was asked, just picking up the hieroglyphs as written. As a result, a conversation ensues between them. The Chinese thinks that there is a person inside the room who speaks Chinese perfectly, while Searle does not speak it at all, but only pretends thanks to books. This experiment shows that communication requires something more than correctly constructed phrases. We need meaning, our understanding. That is, even if we teach artificial intelligence all the rules of grammar, give it all the information that we have, it will still not understand what it says. It will be a Searle who quickly manages all the instructions. That is, he pretends well. All the beautiful words that the robot will tell us, all the actions, all the care, all this will be a game according to the instructions, but not love. However, the philosopher of artificial intelligence, John Danaher, objects. And in love between people, we can never be sure that we are really loved, that the other person really experiences everything he says. We evaluate other people by their behavior, just assuming that they have the same consciousness as us. And why are we so demanding about robots then? However, the problems of human and robot love do not end there. How partner, like, and equal will such a relationship be? Artificial intelligence will be created by us, and therefore its love for us will rather resemble the love of a creature for the creator, or, more simply, the love of a son. Thanks for attention. Put likes, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click on the bell.